Good morning, stamping friends. This is Angie with Too Cool Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we're here for our weekly live class. I love coming to you every week with some new projects and some new fun techniques, and hopefully you will be able to have a lot of fun with this class. Sorry, I'm having a weird notification coming up. All right, I think I'm on the right. Hopefully I'm like wondering whether I'm on my personal page or my class page, but we'll see if we get some people on here, hopefully. All right, let's get started. First of all, before we get started with our projects, I would like to just talk to you a little bit about my kickoff party because I am so excited. I've been preparing all week and I'm gonna have so much fun. It's right here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, so if you're anywhere in the area, I would love for you to attend. There's just a few spots left, and we're gonna be coming together on Sunday, January 26th from 1 to 5 p.m. We're going to be doing 20 different cards, and we're going to be, each card features a different stamp set and all kinds of tools and accents and papers and things to go with it. So you get a really awesome array of new products from the mini catalog and the celebration catalog, and you can get your hands on those and play with them and see which ones you love and which ones maybe aren't on your wish list, but which ones you want to purchase. And it's just so much fun to play, and we have a lot of people that come together. It's fun to stamp with everyone, meet some new stamping friends, and just enjoy yourself. So come and bring a friend. The cost is just $49 for 20 different cards, and I promise you will get them all done. It's a 5-hour event. And it's actually a 4-hour event, but I've made all of the cards really simple enough that if you just do some stamping and some quick assembly, you're going to get them all done. I've been previewing some of those cards this week on my TooCoolStamping.com page, and I wanted to just kind of give you an update on some of those. I'm not going to show you all the cards because I want our people to have a little bit of surprise, but I do want to show you some of the ones that I've been featuring on my blog. So this was, I think this was yesterday, and this is a really pretty card that I love from, originally created by Dawn Olszewski with her beautiful Music from the Heart stamp set. So we'll be doing that one. Bonanza Buddies, the Birthday Bonanza Suite. So that is another one. This is one, the Forever Blooms. So we'll be doing just a little bit of coloring on there, and a really pretty card with some pretty designer series paper. The Tropical Oasis. I'm sorry, all of these are backwards. I should have flipped my camera around, but you get the picture. So we have that one. Let's see, some that I think I might have shown this on my blog already. So just a really pretty Happy Birthday to You celebration stamp set. I love that one. That's my favorite celebration stamp set. The Parisian Blossoms. So you can see that one. I don't think I've shown that one yet. These are a few that I haven't put on my blog yet, so you'll be seeing these quickly. So we'll have this cute little card, this one. They're so pretty, so many different styles and different occasions. This is that cute, the Gangs All Mirror celebration stamp set. This is the Honeybee stamp set, and that will have a cute little opening. Anyway, so you'll get more information, some of the cards that you see there. I'll eventually have them all on my blog and all of the instructions on how to make all of those. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing this weekend at the kickoff party. Okay, so let's get on with today's projects. So today's projects, I'm actually going to show you 3 additional cards. I think one of them I've already shown you on my blog, but there's 2 other ones that you haven't seen yet, and they all involve stamping on designer series paper. So a couple of them use the paper piecing technique. If you've ever done that, it's kind of a fun way to, instead of using an ink pad or markers or something else to color in your images, you're actually using paper and piecing the paper in there. So I'm going to show you how to do that and how to make some really cute projects that way. And we're also going to just use some of the pretty papers with some punches as well. So I can't wait to get started. I hope you guys like today's class. And by the way, I've been doing a live class kit every week, and this week is no exception. This week's a little different because a lot of times most of the cards that I'm doing or most of the projects revolve around one stamp set. This one actually has 3 different stamp sets, but the one stamp set is from our Celebration catalog, and it's actually the Power of Hope bundle. And you can find that on page 15 of your Celebration catalog, Power of Hope stamp set. And then it also comes with this really pretty embossing folder, and it's called the Stone 3D embossing folder. That is so amazing. That's worth the price of admission right there. But this bundle is something that you can earn for free during Celebration that runs through March 31st. And you just need a $100 order in order to select that bundle for free. So that's going to be what we're going to talk about first. And then the other 2 stamp sets are the Country Club, or I think it's called the Clubhouse stamp set with the that little golfer image that reminds me of my dad because he was always way into golfing. And then the other one is the Under My Umbrella. So that's just me being really hopeful for spring, I guess. So, okay, let's get started. We're going to start with the first one, which is the Power of Hope. I'm going to flip the camera around, so hold on. I can, there we go. Hold on. Okay. And I want to get my cord is right in the way for some reason. I'm going to have to fix that in a minute. Get that cord out of the way. We don't want that sneaking in there. Okay. And we'll get everything lined up a little better. All right, so the first stamp set, like I mentioned, is going to be the Power of Hope. That's that Celebration set that I just showed you. And we're going to use that stone embossing folder. And this is, I hope they carry this over because it is just so, so pretty. A lot of people have really commented on how much they love it. And they wish that it wasn't bundled because it'd be a lot better just to get this by itself because it's so awesome. But this is really pretty stamp set too. And I'm going to show you a really cute technique that you can use with the Designer Series paper that will be really cool to use with that folder. Okay, we're going to start out with some Purple Posy cardstock, and this is, I'm doing a vertically folded card this time, so it's 4 1/4 by 11, and it's folded at the 5 1/2 mark. Every once in a while I like to change it up a little bit. So that's going to be our card base. Then I've already run another piece of the Purple Posy with that pretty stone 3D texture. Look at that texture. I absolutely love it. So that is a 4 by 5 1/4. And we'll just use some snail adhesive to add that onto our card front. That just gives such a beautiful, subtle texture to the background. So, so pretty. I hope the light is picking that up so you can see how beautiful that is. All right, next we are going to create a little background, and I'm going to start out with a 4 by 1 1/4 piece of the Lily Impressions Designer Series paper. And I'll show you what some of this is. If you haven't seen this paper, it's really pretty. This is another Celebration selection, and it's actually, it looks to me like they did, and they do this many times, they actually have an artist that paints whatever the image, whatever the pattern is, and then they take a picture of it. So this just looks like paint, like acrylic paint on canvas, and it's beautiful lily images and coordinating backgrounds in different textures of paint strokes. So I am absolutely loving this paper. This is one of my favorite patterns right here. And then it has just such pretty contrasting images on the back. So this is another Celebration selection for a $50 order. I'm trying to find some different patterns here you can see. This is a really pretty one. Wouldn't that be fun for scrapbooking? just add a lot of bold color. There's another. So you get the idea. This is something that you can earn, and I'm going to show you on our celebration page here. It's on page 6, and it's 152284, and there's just all kinds of fun stuff that you can do with that. And the thing that I love about it is the Lily Impressions Designer Series paper also goes with the lovely lily pad stamp set, so you can earn that as a free item. We're not going to be using that today, but that's really fun, and it has reversible images, so you can stamp the bold background and then stamp the detailed image on the top of it. And then there's the lily pad dies that you can use to cut all of these lovely images out, and they create beautiful elements. So you can use all of that along with your Lily Impressions paper and really have a lot of fun with limitless creative possibilities there. So if you like lily pads, then that is definitely something you want to save up for and earn those 3 products for celebration. Okay, back to our card. So this is one of those Lily Impressions Designer Series paper elements here. I'm going to put that right across the bottom with some snail. And then next I have a little strip of champagne foil, and it's just 1 by 5 1/4. Sometimes this doesn't like to hold, or it doesn't like to, it's a little smooth on the back, and the snail doesn't like to stick to it. So I like to use Tombow glue if that happens. And I'm just gonna put that right here. We'll make a little foundation for our focal point. All right, it's looking good so far. Now let's do some stamping. I've already die cut a little piece here. This is from, let's see, it's from the Peaceful Poppies. I'm getting those confused, but let's see if I can find that really quick, because the Peaceful Poppies has a really cute, here we go. I don't know if you can see this very well. The Painted Poppies bundle actually has a really cute, a couple of cute labels there. Let me turn the page, I can show you a little closer. So the painted label dies right here has some really cute labels. So, and I haven't shown that much yet, but I have been playing with these 2 bundles, and they're absolutely phenomenal and gorgeous. So we'll be doing some classes on that for sure. But I wanted to show you where that, where this shape came from, because this is a really fun, and it just has a little tiny border, like an embossed border along the edge, just very subtle. So I love that. So that is what I'm using for our focal point. I'm gonna stamp with this really cute image from the Power of Hope. Kind of different than a lot of stamp sets that Stampin' Up! Has, a different style, an Asian theme. And I'm gonna add that onto here. Now this time, instead of using markers or something else to color it, I'm actually gonna use some additional Lily Impressions paper. So I cut out a little pattern here that I thought would be fun. And I thought, man, these designs here actually would look really cool as a kimono. I really thought that they would look fantastic. So all you do with that is stamp right on top of the paper. And then you can just use your paper snips and cut that kimono image out. And I just love how the Lily Impressions looks like a beautiful floral kimono. The other thing that's really awesome about this is when you are cutting, it's really a very forgiving technique, because you can cut right on the line or a little bit off the line, inside the line. It really doesn't matter because you've already stamped once, and whatever outline you cut off on this little piece is going to be made up for on this little line. So look how that just fits right in there and becomes her really pretty kimono. Isn't that awesome? That is, I kind of haven't used this paper piecing technique for a while, and then I brought it out again and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to do this more often. There's so many pretty papers that we can be doing this with and taking advantage. I love that look. Isn't that really cool? Okay, so I'm gonna finish up by adding a little bit of color to her umbrella here. I'm just gonna use some purple posy on the umbrella. I forgot to bring my black marker over here, and I wanted to use that for her hair. Someday I will have my videos right by where I have all my stuff so I can just reach over and get it. That would be a good plan. All right, and then I added a little bit of light Rich Razzleberry. These are the Stampin' Blends markers. And then I'm just gonna color in, just blend in a little bit with the dark purple posy. I've never tried this combination. I'm just trying to get some different colors that I thought would go with the kimono. And I'm just trying to blend some of those harsh lines out. And let's see what else we have. I have an ivory, and I'm just gonna add that to her neck and her face there. And if you bear with me 1 second, I'm gonna go run and get my black, so hold on. I think I did this last week where I ran off. If you're a follower, you can say, yeah, you did that last week. It's becoming a habit. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of the black. There we go. All right, so that's how that image turned out. I just think that that is so much fun. Okay, now I'm gonna add it to my card front with some dimensionals. And I'm gonna put that right, oh, actually I'm gonna put that right here, I think. I'm gonna finish up with a little sentiment. And the sentiment I'm gonna do in Pool Party. I just have a little piece here. Let's see, it's about almost 2.5, 2.25 maybe. And I'm just gonna do a little sentiment down here. And in our stamp set, I like this one. Today is a day for new beginnings. I love that. And we'll stamp that right over the top here. And then I'll use my paper snips to do a little banner cut on this side, a little fishtail I like to call it. You go up the center and then corner to center and corner to center. And then we're just gonna add that right here at the bottom. So I'm gonna put a little bit of snail on the one side and a dimensional on the other to have that popped up a little bit, but also overlapped. Actually, maybe I'll put it down here. I'm not sure. We'll do it right here. Okay. And let's see, we're gonna finish up with a few rhinestones. I want to use the Pool Party rhinestones from the Holiday Rhinestone Pack. This is a carryover item, thank goodness, because it has so many pretty colors that are really awesome for so many different projects, not just for holidays. So I'm going to add that. Let's see. think I'm gonna do, let's try something a little different here. That right there. So we have another little pop of color. So this is the first card. And then I also did, this is not the exact one that we're doing. This is the one that we're doing at the kickoff party. So this one I did in Pool Party. And I used another one of those backgrounds from the Lily Impressions folder. Another pattern from the Lily Impressions to make that kimono. I colored everything in Pool Party markers. I used the same champagne foil for this side, the same Pool Party rhinestones here. This little piece is on Flirty Flamingo, so it matches the kimono a little bit better. But this is the one that we're going to be doing this coming weekend at the kickoff party. So I was having so much fun playing with those different kimonos, and I think that you will too. So these are the two, when you're talking about the live class and your kit that you can get this week, the kit will include one of each of these card pieces. So remember, it doesn't include stamping. You do have to have your own stamps. That's Stampin' Up! Policy. But everything else, all the pre-cut pieces, all the pre-die cut, pre-embossed pieces are going to be sent to you. So you get one of each of these colors, and then also some of the additional cards that we're doing. So I'll talk about that in a minute. And again, if you want to get that live class kit, all you need to do is place an order. You can go to toocoolstamping.com, click on the Shop Now link, and use the host code B939U64P. You just need a $35 order, and I can send you that class kit for free. Okay, my dogs are barking. They're saying on to the next project. So that's what we're going to do. So the next project, totally different stamp set, totally different look. And that is going to feature the Under My Umbrella stamp set. And this reminds me, this is just a fun stamp set for spring, for bridal showers, baby showers, just really fun. It also comes with a bundle that includes the punch that goes with it. So you can punch out the umbrella and the handle, and then also the smaller umbrella image here that's a little bit more folded in. So that comes together as a bundle. So we're going to be doing a card with that one. Let me get some of my other stuff out of the way here. All right, so this one, we're going to start with Mint Macaron as our card base, just our regular 8.5 by 5.5, score at 4 1/4, and crease that. And we're going to add a little piece of gingham from our, what's it called? The Subtles Designer Series paper, the 6x6 pack. There's beautiful patterns in there, including the gingham. Actually, I don't have that ready yet. We gotta set that aside. I'm jumping ahead. First, we need our piece to put it on, which is our Whisper White 5 1/4 by 4. And now I'm gonna put that along the bottom here. And now I'm gonna stamp a little sentiment. And I'm gonna use Rain or Shine, You're Always on My Mind. We'll just stamp that right over here. And we just did that in Memento Black, Tuxedo Black ink. All right, next, let's start making that focal point. And actually, let's put this on the background first. Put it on the card base. And we can even add in some ribbon while we're at it. I like to start building my cards from the base up, but I always have a focal point in mind. So this ribbon that I'm using, I love. It's Mint Macaron as well. It's an 1/8 inch, I believe. Yes, 1/8 inch sheer ribbon. trim those off. And we'll bring that over here. All right, now we have a really nice card base. Now let's stamp our umbrella, our focal point. So this time I'm going to use some paper from the Best Dressed Designer Series paper. This paper is gorgeous. I love it. And it's also really versatile because the whole suite includes florals as well as different items that women love, like purses and shoes and makeup, perfume, lipstick. So the one side of the paper of the 6x6 pack, you'll get 4 pieces of each pattern, but the one side has beautiful florals. So you can see all of these lovely patterns that are just going to be so fun for our spring projects. Some coordinating patterns that go with it. And then the back of all of these papers has those fun, either sometimes florals, but also purses and shoes and some coordinating patterns and lipstick and perfume bottles and another lipstick pattern and another shoe pattern and another perfume pattern and some makeup brushes and makeup. So you have a lot of versatility here. You can go floral, you can mix it up and use different patterns, you know, with the lipsticks and the shoes and everything. They all just go together beautifully. So anyway, I love this paper. Again, it's called Best Dressed. I'm gonna have all of the item numbers and everything on my post, and also, or on my, my post on my Facebook post, as well as on my toocoolstamping.com when I am blogging about all of these projects. Okay, so I picked out a pattern that was kind of a small print from the Best Dressed. And now I'm gonna use that umbrella image from the under my umbrella. We're just gonna stamp that in Memento Tuxedo black ink right on top of the paper. So we don't have to do any coloring in. We automatically have that beautiful floral umbrella pattern. Wouldn't everyone like to have an umbrella that's that pretty? Maybe you do. Punch that out. So there's our pretty umbrella. We're also going to punch out a handle for the umbrella. So we have a little handle over here. We can stick that in with our black cardstock and punch that out. So we have that. And then we're gonna also stamp, they have these cute little rubber galoshes, and we have another pattern here of the Best Dressed, and I'm gonna just stamp that image in black right over that paper. So this time we don't have a punch for the galoshes, but like our other project that we just did with the kimono, we'll just use our paper snips, and this is pretty easy to cut out. Some easy lines here. I know some people don't like fussy cutting, but sometimes it's worth just a little extra effort for the result that you get. Okay, so there are the galoshes. Next, I have another piece that I've already embossed, and this one is 2.5, yes, 2.5 by 3.5, and I embossed it. I can't remember the name of this embossing folder. I'll have to tell it to you later, but anyway, it has these beautiful raindrop images on there. Beads and baubles, maybe? I can't remember. But it has this beautiful print, and a lot of times, I never know which side to use. You have the embossed side or the debossed side. I kind of like the debossed side on this one. So we're gonna add that. We're gonna pop it up with some dimensionals. This one is just a regular folder. It's not a 3D folder, but it still gives you such a really pretty look. And of course the raindrops look beautiful and perfectly match the umbrella theme. So we're gonna add that over here. And then we'll use a couple more of our dimensionals to add our umbrella. We'll put that on there. I'm gonna add, I probably would want to add this with some Tombow, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of snail just to make it quick. You can pick which way you want your handle to go. I'm gonna make it go like this, kind of figure out how I want it to land on there. So cute, I love it. And then a couple more dimensionals on our rubber boots. We'll add this down here. So cute. Okay, and then I had one more thing. What was I gonna do? Oh, here it is. I already have my champagne rhinestones. Don't forget, if you place a $75 order with me this month, this is the January thank you gift, the champagne rhinestones. And I have been using these on everything. Absolutely love them. They match so many things, not just the petal pink. They match yellows and they match all kinds of gold. So there we go. Quick and easy and so much texture, such beautiful floral print there, and ready to go for spring. I absolutely love this project. And then of course I did a second version. I love this one too because it's purple. That's one of my favorite colors. And this time I did it in a vertical orientation. I used the same gingham print from the Subtles Designer Series paper. This time I used the white crinkle ribbon that's in the mini catalog. The purple posy is for the background, the card base, as well as the, I think it's beads and baubles. Don't quote me on that. I will find out what it is and I'll put it in the post. A different pattern of the Best Dressed paper. Same color of galoshes though. I like that color. This time I used regular, just clear rhinestones and added those. They almost look like raindrops, don't they? Falling down in back of that umbrella. So, and then a different sentiment from that same stamp set. No matter the weather, we're friends forever. So, so cute. So let me know which one you like best. Which color do you like? Which floral pattern do you like? And when you get your free class kit, when you place a $35 order using our host code this week, then you will get one of each of these cards, all the supplies to make one of each, including I'm gonna have the floral paper in there that you can stamp on, and the paper for the galoshes, and all the pre-cut, pre-embossed pieces, the accents and the ribbon and everything. You just need to add the stamps and ink. And so that's our second project. And then our third project, I've already shown on my website. Oh, and let me tell you that this is the one that we're doing for the kickoff, just to clarify. Okay, the third project that we're doing today is I'm gonna take this out of here so you can really see it without the glare, is our Clubhouse project. We'll be doing this one at our kickoff party. And then I also shared this second version on my toocoolstamping.com blog. But I wanted to show you a couple of things because, of course, with my kickoff party, we're doing 20 different cards. I wanted to make the projects very simple and something they could do very quickly. So I didn't want to have a lot of coloring or fussy cutting or anything like that. So these cards are going to be simple. And you know, I don't have any coloring for the golfer here, but I wanted to show you how you can dress it up by doing the same kind of a paper piecing technique. So let me show you how to put the card together first, and then I'll show you a couple of different ways that you can dress up that golfer a little bit more, make them a little snazzier. So this is a Night of Navy card base. I'm adding some of the Country Club Designer Series paper. If you have a golfer in your family or a friend, this is, or maybe you're a golfer yourself, this is just a really fun, sweet. Another little piece here. And my measurements here are 4 by 3.5, and this is 4 by 1 1.25. put that along the bottom. And you notice since I'm gonna put a little strip across here, I didn't use all my paper. You can get more out of your paper if you don't fill up every little space that's gonna end up being covered up. This is a little poppy parade strip. It's 4 by 1/2. And that really, I love that color, it really pops. Then we're gonna do the focal point. So we're gonna stamp with our Clubhouse. Show you our stamp, our golfer here. And he's gonna be stamped in Night of Navy. And this is a 2 1/4 by 4 piece of Whisper White. And then, like I said, we would just stop there for our kickoff card. We're not going to do anything with that, but I want to show you that if you use that same golfer image and stamp onto some of the designer series paper that comes in the Clubhouse, then I'm trying to find my little piece that I left. Here we go. I'll get it. It's getting a little crazy in here. So I'm gonna stamp on the plaid and then also the garden green. And I'm just gonna stamp in that same Night of Navy color. For the plaid, I'm going to stamp just the pants. So I'm just stamping so that I have just enough here for our pants. And it's actually kind of hard to see this because it's Night of Navy on blue. But you would look on here and then cut everything out. You know, I'm not gonna do this. I knew this was gonna be hard to see while I was trying to be on camera. So I've already cut that out. I did a little cheat. So I cut out the pants image, just like we did the kimono. And then you can lay that right over his pants. So he has plaid pants on now. So I'm gonna adhere those on here. I love that. It's like an instant way to add color and fun and texture to an image. It's kind of like paper dolls, doesn't it? Or kind of remind you of that? So then I'm also going to stamp on a piece of garden green, and this is going to be for his shirt. So this time we're just going to do just the shirt part. This one you can obviously see a little bit better, and you can start cutting all of that out, fussy cutting with your paper snips. Cut all the way around, and I've actually already done that. So here's my little shirt, and we'll add a little bit of snail on there, and then add that right over the top. So now he has a whole golfer outfit on. I love that. His plaid pants and his green shirt. I'm gonna, oh, let's not forget, he has to be coordinated. So I did one more little thing. I added a plaid hat on the top. So there's his little hat on the top, because he's coordinated. Maybe guys aren't that coordinated, but I am. Fix this, there we go. Get it on there straight. Again, it's very forgiving, so you don't have to worry too much. I'm gonna add some brown for his hair. Actually, let's call it what it is. It's light soft suede Stampin' Blends marker. We're gonna add some ivory. So you don't have to do nearly as much coloring when you have the paper piecing happening. I'm gonna use light smoky slate for the golf club, and also the glove on his hand there. And I missed his other fingers over here. And then we'll finish up with some light Night of Navy for the bottom of his shoes. Just to add a little color there too. I'm not doing a very good job with coloring. You might even want to add some grass. A little bit of grass underneath there too. Whoops, I didn't get his neck either. Okay, there we go. I'm doing a horrible job of coloring. But the main part is the paper piecing. So we're going to add that to a crushed curry mat. And that is just 1 3/4, or 1 3/8, I mean, by 4 1/8. And we can pop that up with some dimensionals. And add that to our card front. So it looks really cool with the plaid and the green shirt. We're going to finish up with a little sentiment. This is also going to be stamped in Night of Navy. And I did a little die cut with the Ornate Frames dies. That's from the Halloween suite back in the holiday catalog from last year. They have carried that over, thank goodness. So this says, "You're the greatest guy by par." Perfect for either birthdays or Father's Day. And we're just adding that onto a die cut of garden green using that Stitch Shapes rectangle die. We're going to add that right on here. Little snail on one side, a couple of dimensionals on the other. And we'll finish it up with a couple of those holiday rhinestones again. There's Night of Navy in here, which is perfect. So we're gonna, gonna add a couple of those. I cannot get hold of that one. There we go. Add one here, and one at the top. And there we go. So this is a really cute paper piecing project. And then I couldn't resist doing a couple more paper piecing. So let me show you what those look like. So again, I stamped my image. I stamped on a different argyle pattern. This time kind of has a blue with mint argyle. And whoops, I didn't get that quite where I wanted it to. It's already stuck down. Okay, so there's my plaid, my argyle. And then I stamped on some mint macaron for the pants. And we'll put that on there. It's so much fun to add all of that. And a little hat to match the pants. That at the top. Maybe we don't even need to color them in, but anyway, there's a second version, so we have some fun different clothes. He needs different clothes for different days. My dad would golf several times a week, so he had to be looking fashionable each time. And I have one more set here. So this one is another argyle pattern. And this one I added some crushed curry pants. And a little crushed curry hat to match. All right, here's that one. What do you think? Isn't that so much fun? It's adorable. So tell me which one you like the best. You can pick and choose. You can put, look how much fun that one looks. That one actually looks really good with that one. I don't like that one as well, but I really like this one. This one looks really cool. It just really pops off of the card. So anyway, wanted to show you that because I thought it was kind of a fun technique, and since we were kind of playing with different ways to do just to stamp on designer series paper. I wanted to show you that one too. Again, if this is the card that we're doing at the kickoff party, and this is the Too Cool version that I showed already on my Too Cool stamping site. I'm going to be giving for the live class, I'll give all the parts and pieces for these two styles of cards. You can either stamp or you can do the paper piercing, but I will get, or paper piecing, and I will give you some paper for that. I'll give you some plaid to go with it, maybe some argyle, so you can play around with that. So those will be in the kit as well. So again, your whole kit is going to include the country club, the clubhouse cards here, the Under My Umbrella cards, as well as the 2 Power of Hope cards. All the parts and pieces, all the die cut and embossed pieces, all the accents and ribbons. You just supply the stamping, any of the coloring, the ink, and adhesives. You'll get all the other parts. And all you need to do for that free class kit is to place an order at toocoolstamping.com. It needs to be at least $35 or more. You'll probably want to do $50 so you can get that free item. And you want to use that host code B939U64P. When I was putting this together, one of the things I thought of was obviously the Power of Hope. That is a $100 earned item. So in order to earn that bundle with the stone embossing folder and the Power of Hope stamp set, you need to place a $100 order to select that for a free item. If you got your Under My Umbrella bundle and your Clubhouse bundle with your golfing image and the coordinating papers along the Clubhouse papers, the Best Dressed papers with the pretty florals, and maybe one more thing, maybe some rhinestones, maybe those holiday rhinestones. That's going to get you to that $100 mark so that you can select this for free. That way you can do all of the projects as you see them here for the live class kit. Also, wanted to let you know that the live class kit will only be available when you place an order by next Tuesday. So that's going to be the 28th of January. So don't miss out on that. You'll need to have your orders in by Tuesday, and then I'll mail out the kits next Friday. All right, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed today's class. Maybe I'll see some of you this weekend at my kickoff party. I hope so. If you're in the area, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and still want to join us, there's just a few more slots left, and you can come. We have hourly prizes. There's a table gift. We're doing 20 different cards, so you can play with a lot of different products, and there's tons of samples. I think I forgot to mention that, but I have all kinds of swaps as samples that you can get a lot of ideas too. So I hope to see you here. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time on our live class next Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Until then, this is Angie with TooCoolStamping.com. Bye-bye.